Hello! Welcome to this episode of the FANMEN podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Sean Hogarty.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. It's kind of still cold and
fucking horrible out. All the
I'm
stuff.
still trying to did we actually have a Super Bowl?
we did.
Do they hold the game if the Patriots aren't in it?
If a Super Bowl falls out of New England. Yeah.
I'm not sure how that works.
You know what's weird? Just out of habit, I woke up in the morning like not planning on doing anything special, and I immediately started cooking because I'm just used to cooking on Super Bowl Sunday.
Nope.
And then you decided to fuck it up for former Patriots players?
Yeah.
You rat bastard.
Yeah. To be clear, Chris and I are pretty sure that the game started going south for the 49ers. Not that we really cared, but it really started going south soon as
we have
DJ.
The Slack timestamps.
Yeah.
I went so far so good.
Yeah. Literally, we had not exchanged any messages the whole game.
Fucking kids.
And
they don't understand the power of the Jinx.
DJ's like, so far, so good. And I was immediately going to reply with, dude, you jinxed it. But I literally deleted that and did not send that.
If I was a Niners fan at the game with DJ, I would have left. That's how sure I would have been that they would have lost that game.
You're poison, DJ.
Your power
dude,
is far-reaching.
Dude, they were 10 up and really were in a position to sail through the end of the game, and they bent over
I think my
as soon as you texted
them
that.
to it. Yeah.
Just
hand the ball off.
Yeah.
Punch, hand the ball off some more. Punt.
It wasn't that hard.
I didn't do that.
You did.
No.
They had to try to hand it to them.
I'm glad I didn't actually care because it was your fault.
Yeah, it would have bothered me if I cared about either of the teams.
I thought it wasn't a bad game to watch.
It was okay.
Right?
I mean, it cost me a couple $100. I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate any squares or nothing. I got a buddy who had 0-0. So that fucker
that's
just
nice.
kept chinging.
Ching.
Yep.
I can't. Bastard. Anyway. So let's see. So
randomly, one thing I'll throw out there before we talk
What?
about any other shit is I did want to share, I think we discussed my wife's theme song, I Hate People, in the past.
Oh, yes.
Right. So I actually did.
She's one of my favorite people on earth for this.
Just for this, yeah. So I literally went and created the ringtone. So now when my wife texts me, this is what we hear.
I hate people.
Excellent.
That's strong.
And everybody that
Luckily,
hears that looks at me strangely.
Christmas
but I don't
Carol
care.
is it's like open source, right? Public domain.
Hey man,
I
that's
think.
fair use.
Okay, fair use
for a personal ringtone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
You know,
it's available for $1.99 for anybody.
Cool. Speaking of public domain, I guess I was in 2026, Conan the Barbarian becomes public domain.
Edgar Rice Burroughs' original material.
Very excited.
Clearly, his estate has not been working the lawyers hard enough.
Yeah, seriously.
I was going to say they didn't pay a bill somewhere along the line.
I'd like to point out that in the world of DJ jinxing things, Disney will announce its purchase of all of Edgar Rice Burroughs' IP before the end of the calendar year.
I think they have to finalize the Lin-Manuel Miranda deal first.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get around to it.
Yeah. I got to say, I was actually... So they've announced they're doing a Hamilton movie with the original Broadway cast, which I think is... I still haven't seen it.
They talked about it. I mean, I think we may have talked about it on the podcast before.
I didn't know about it.
They recorded the entire last week of shows.
Oh, yeah.
It's been like the Snyder Cut. They knew the footage was out there.
Well, no,
they just
but
hadn't released it.
They're actually
Are they making
doing it.
I heard not. They were.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah.
No, he announced it back before he left the show.
Are they just
They brought in production companies and everything for the last week.
So they're just
before the
releasing
original
the
cast.
show. They're not making like a movie.
No.
No, they released they recorded the entire last week of performances by the original cast to cobble into one
I took that
start to finish show.
Oh, I thought they were actually
like
going to
making a
produce
movie
a film.
like Chicago kind of.
Oh,
shit.
no.
$75 million. They can't have just purchased the rights to the last performances.
Have you paid attention to how much money this thing has made?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel was talking about it at Sundance, saying the goal of this was, he's taking away all my bragging rights, the fucker, was to give it basically to everybody. They said, you all have that one friend that would rub it in your face saying they got to see it with the original cast. So now they're going to give it to everyone. But they were waiting until they made enough money off the touring company, which is why it's not coming out until October of 21.
So they're not.
The footage was
filming
recorded in June of 2016.
We know it too. That will probably, I mean, you know what? The movie
Really?
or the recorded performance will probably heighten the sale of the show because now you have people who couldn't get to Broadway to see it. They're going to see it in the theater, love it, and then want to make it a point to go hit it up on.
Insane. These tickets are still selling for double 4 years removed.
That's crazy.
I'm not going to go see it now that it's coming out.
I'm not a big theater guy, so.
It probably my favorite show I've ever seen. I've gone to a bunch of them. It was,
Your taste is suspect, though.
well, clearly look at who I'm sitting across from.
I like Spam-Lot. Spam-Lot's my favorite show I've ever seen.
That was I
Spam-Lot
did
was
see that.
awesome.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Book of
No,
Mormon.
I haven't seen Book of Mormon,
Book
but
of Mormon
I
was
do
good.
tend to love everything I see in the theaters. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean every stage thing.
Nice. Cool. So, got a couple of quick TV hits. I was trying to save it as a surprise, but Chris found on the internet before we started.
You mean the internet told me something?
I know.
Shit.
Ray Donovan got canceled at Showtime today after 7 seasons.
Yeah.
My wife's going to be mourning.
Yeah. I just finished we were watching the season as it came out. I think Chris is still in the middle of it, but I can understand it. It's been a great run. At the same time, I'm always happier when like I didn't feel like this season. I mean, I'll see what you think, Chris, but I didn't feel like it ended, this clearly wasn't, oh, we're ending it. Here's the series finale. And I hate leaving things hanging. Like if they're going to cancel it, then make me a 90-minute
dead
final
sister
episode
onto
or
a boat in a hurricane to go live in a cabin in Maine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they'll make a movie
Yeah, I guess they could.
to wrap it up.
Though that
I've
would
always
work.
kind of viewed it in the same vein as The Sopranos, though.
Yeah.
The journey wasn't the whole point. It was the family dynamic.
Oh yeah.
It was always that interplay between the brothers and Mickey.
I always want most people to die as part of the end of the story. In general, right?
Ugh.
Well, because it gives finality.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Closure.
You're in the
Yeah.
majority. That's why
Closure.
people hated The Sopranos. Like,
Well,
wait,
see, I
we don't know
loved
what happened.
Sopranos. That was ballsy.
Oh, I thought it was brilliant.
He got
Yeah.
whacked.
Mark hated it. For years and years and years, he would rail against it.
The guy,
Speaking of-
the guys in Members Only jacket took him out.
Speaking of Mark, heard lots of different direct and indirect feedback that Mark was an
Yeah,
enjoyed guest.
I've heard some good feedback, requests for
Yeah, I
a
was al-
sports only show.
I'm disturbed by the requests for more sports, because I mean I think it's great. Requests for anything are good, but more me looking like a moron to come.
Yeah, we had some specific requests around. I'll shout it out there. I was over at the hall, and Johnny in particular was talking. He loved going deep on Celtics drafts and
Yeah,
throwing names out from like the 1982 Cardinals. Like that's in his wheelhouse.
Johnny's got a
So-
encyclopedic memory for all kinds of random stuff. And,
Oh, yeah.
and I love how deep he goes on. He loves the Premier
Oh, he
League
loves
soccer.
Premier
Yeah,
League. Oh,
yeah.
he's a Liverpool fan
So
through
we'll,
and through.
We always listen to your advice, Johnny.
So give us another avenue to get him on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah, we haven't had our comics
Oh,
purveyor.
Yeah, we got to get that going.
Conclave.
In about a 5-minute conversation, he came up with a year's worth of ideas for me to do a show.
Perfect.
I mean, he
Nice.
to the point I got to start writing some of this stuff down.
Cool. We'll have to work on that too. Second TV point is that they announced the Mandalorian season 2 will be coming in October this year.
Oh, nice.
So something to look forward to the fall.
Yeah, we knew they were filming when they released the first
And when did the first season air?
November 11th or whatever.
Yeah, whatever
whenever
date.
they
So,
dropped
so
Disney
less
Plus.
than a year. That's always
Yeah,
nice.
that's nice.
Yeah, they were already in production before you saw the first episode.
I like it when things keep rolling. Like Masked Singer season 3 just
want-
started only.
Season 2 ended about 13 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a bit weird. Except
I mean, a little bit of a gap, but
hey, man, when stuff's hot, of course, that's easier to produce than a Mandalorian season.
yeah, you just throw
right.
Little Wayne in a robot costume and you have a show.
Hey, spoilers.
I'm questioning everything that's coming from the other side of the table here. We're actually discussing the
I mean,
merits of the Masked
isn't
Singer and the
that
fact
always
that it came back.
I
this
can't stand
triangle
it.
is always that?
I
Right?
can't
That's why I
stand the
kind of
Masked
look in
Singer.
between the two of you like, what the fuck am I doing?
Although like this year, I saw there was a guy who's basically he's a giant peeled banana in a suit. One of the characters. I want that to be Gronk so bad.
There's been rumblings out there already.
I think Gronk is the white tiger.
No, the people think The Rock is the white tiger.
The Rock ain't doing the Masked Singer.
No,
I'm just saying that's what
There
it is.
no.
I will
There's no
bet
way
my
that
left nut and you can cut it out on air. There is zero chance of The Rock doing that show.
Yeah.
There'd be a better chance of The Rock buying Fox and canceling the show than him doing the show.
Money.
Yeah.
I have a TV thing. I don't think we've mentioned it, or not recently.
You got rid of the rabbit ears on yours.
No. I've been watching Picard, the new Star Trek
haven't
series.
started yet. It's good, right?
It's supposed to be
good.
excellent.
Yeah. Well, I have seen some people really, a couple people crapping on it, but generally,
Star Trek people are just like Star Wars people.
yeah, well,
Nothing's
people
ever
are
good
people.
enough.
Yeah, so far I'm totally invested in it. I'm interested to see, even though the timeline it's different than where Discovery is. They're clearly seriously going after the whole Star Trek universe and tying things and relating things together that, like, if you like it, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing Patrick Stewart back in the saddle playing that character,
I will
it's
have to
good.
pull this on and add it to the list and probably never see it.
It's-
Not for a lack of desire, just
yeah,
a lack of
it's-
time at this point.
So far, I like it. I've got a friend at work that is, I think he's a little bit older than me, but he's hardcore. Like, so he watches every episode of Discovery and now Picard twice, and then he's constantly telling me, "Oh, before you watch this next episode, go back and watch Next Generation, this episode and that." And so I actually listened to him and went back.
Just tying in all the deep cuts for you.
Before I watched the first episode of Picard, I went back and watched The Measure of a Man, a random episode about Data being in court as to whether he's a sentient being or not, and it was kind of cool, like totally nerdly, but actually pretty well done. So
I wish I had the time those people have. I see those folks on the internet that tie all of the threads together, and
I wish I had the memory, right? When he, he comes by and starts spouting off all this stuff, and I think this relates to this. I'm like, how do you remember this stuff? I
maybe in my younger days,
maybe that's it. I don't know.
When you were just constantly reviewing these things, maybe college.
When you didn't have anything
certain-
else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the internet kills memory, though, because when you don't need to remember things, the cycles that cause you to remember things go away. Everything's at your fingertips.
Yeah, you don't have to retain anything anymore.
Yeah. I feel stupid.
Okay.
Crickets.
Not touching it. I'm trying to be polite.
Okay, so
Try to be nice for Lent or something. I don't know.
any other TV stuff?
Probably.
No.
You still haven't watched Crisis
No, I've been
because
slowly.
you're
I did.
47 hours
I was-
behind or something.
I was traveling.
I'm 6 years behind. I'm not
I was
watching.
traveling last week. I watched a few more episodes. I'm closing in. So I'm like about 4 episodes through Batwoman as it relates to the others. I'm actually enjoying the hell out of Batwoman. Like, I'm surprised by it.
I like her.
Yeah,
I like Ruby Rose.
I didn't think I would. I actually
Took
really
a little
did.
while to get its sea legs.
Yeah,
But so did Arrow. The first half of season 1 of Arrow was slow.
Painful.
yeah. So
And then you build an entire network on its back.
I am traveling week after next, a longer trip, so I'll probably get a bunch. Plus, no internet.
You're going to get another Superman show. You're going to get
Delta through Atlanta with 45-minute layovers means
voluntarily.
I'll probably be stuck in Atlanta for 6 hours on
The
each
Embassy
trip.
You go to the
Suites.
varsity.
Nah,
Embassy Suites is quite nice. I've
just
stayed at the airport multiple times.
no, I'm not looking forward to that.
Okay, so on to collectibles.
Collectibles.
So first off, I got a new collectible, a free one, quote unquote.
Better be free.
It was. So Dr. Pepper ran a promo on Saturday.
Oh, you sent in your codes.
You buy three 20-ounce Dr. Peppers,
Yeah.
and you send a picture of the barcodes in, and you got Little Sweet as a Funko
You got
Pop.
a Justin Guarini pop.
Yeah, basically.
Big
it was
American
it
Idol
was
Funko.
it was a mess, obviously, because I don't think Dr. Pepper realized what they were getting into with the whole Funko thing. Because as soon as they announced it, people were trying to pre-sell them on eBay for like $65 because people are trash. But what people were doing is they were going to the store and just taking a picture of the barcodes in the cooler.
Yeah.
Why not?
So
That's what I would have done if
yes,
I cared.
The barcodes are all identical.
Yes, but then what they did was they sent you another text during the middle of the Super Bowl, and you had to send them a picture of the exact same 3 barcodes, like right away to claim your pop.
Nice.
So I got mine. So
Anybody with a brain would have taken the pictures. You have them on your phone.
it's a live thing with the app. It accesses your camera. Yeah, you can't upload a photo. So, but I got my little sweet pop, so that'd be
See,
something.
again, that thing,
you
we're
don't
too
have
old.
it yet.
We don't have the effort.
You don't physically have it yet.
Well, no, but it's I got the confirmation number and all that stuff.
And so you're not cool as Ming, right? He got his first
Yeah, he got his first. Well,
to announce the promo.
no one's as cool as Ming.
Yeah.
That's our buddy Ming Chen. He's the coolest. So
He needed to decorate the new
I
studio.
mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Bazooka Joe spokesman Ming Chen.
yeah, I saw that.
hey,
Pretty
the
cool.
check's all cash, man.
There
Hey
you
man,
go.
I throw
love
no
it.
shade.
There you go. There's nothing.
Bullshit. You throw shade constantly.
Only at you two chuckleheads.
I'm a shade catcher.
So another thing I wanted to bring up was there's been you guys probably don't realize it, but since I'm more in the action figure world than you guys are, Hasbro talked about before Christmas that all the China stuff going on with like tariffs and all that was eventually going to hit the toy market.
Mm-hmm.
And now it finally did.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't see it so much at a Walmart, but you're seeing it at your mom and pop places, your smaller places, your Walgreens, your GameStops,
Mm-hmm.
comic stores, etc. Action figures just got vastly more expensive if you're into action figures. Marvel Legends figures are up to about $25 a piece now.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy in Canada that can get to Toys R Us for you.
Yeah, I know.
Chris, stop enabling us.
Yeah,
The
Gris.
good doctor was up there too.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The Power Rangers figures are up to about $24, and this is everywhere. Even like Hasbro Pulse, their figure prices have raised. So, just when it was expensive enough to start collecting these things, it has gone up even more. And now with all the Kung Fu stuff going on and the exports,
He did not use that.
He really did.
Yeah.
You know, he workshopped that shit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
earlier in the
Earlier,
week, just
yeah.
he's waiting
He's been
for it.
waiting.
I had
on
flashbacks.
There we go.
no. So because of all the coronavirus stuff,
Achoo!
did you go to China? No.
No, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last week.
I had all Chinese Uber drivers this weekend. Does that count?
Damn it, we're all gonna die. Okay, so anyway, so fuck, my train of thought is completely smashed now.
Expensive toys.
Yeah, so just when it was expensive enough to start collecting these things, it's gotten even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Also, with the exports out of the country being slowed to a crawl, it's also affected a lot of upcoming stuff. Some of the DC figures from McFarlane are having trouble getting stateside. The next wave of Rangers, the new Black Series wave, etc. So I'm sure they'll say some more about that at Toy Fair. Also, Hasbro didn't officially announce it, but someone got a hold of an email. There's 2 new waves of action figures coming out. There's the 6-inch Ghostbusters wave coming out from Hasbro, which
Original Ghostbusters?
original Ghostbuster. I mean, they have the whole Ghostbusters license. So I've heard rumors they're doing originals and real Ghostbusters, possibly Ghostbusters Extreme, the whole run of them.
What was Extreme? I don't know.
It was a cartoon in the mid 90s,
Oh, actually, yeah.
kid in the wheelchair, etc. But good thing is, if you collect the Black Series Star Wars figures or the Power Ranger Lightning figures, the quality is pretty superb on these things for the price point. So you're going to get some really nice Ghostbuster figures because those ones that came out from Mattel and then Diamond Select, they're just too expensive. We're talking $40, $50 retail off the peg. It's just too much money. Also, they have another new series coming out, which is really, really hurts. Not that I'm going to get them.
That's why it hurts.
Yeah, that's why it hurts.
Good. Feel
and-
the pain.
Exactly. And
Pocket the
if
cash.
if you do want them, the potential for domestic abuse on your wallet is grand. 6-inch $25 G.I. Joe figures are coming out. The G.I. Joe code, the wave right now is codenamed G.I. Joe Classified.
Mm-hmm.
So 6-inch ultra realistic figures. Rumors the first wave is going to have Roadblock, Duke, Snake Eyes, Cobra Commander. I forget the one. I think it was just a Cobra Viper. But
I'd be more interested if they were 6-inch high quality reproductions of the original 12-inch G.I. Joes
Yeah.
with fuzzy heads
That'd be
and
cool.
all the
All those.
accessories. Yeah.
see, that's the age gap. I'm more of the 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe,
Oh, yeah.
the Real American Hero line. I love G.I. Joe. That was my toy as a kid.
I wish I
That was
remember.
after me. That was my brother more
Yeah.
than mine.
I don't remember there was somebody who lived down the street from me in like 2nd through 5th grade whose dad had like a massive collection of the original G.I. Joes because they were before before me, right?
Yeah.
They were 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah, early 60s.
But had all of them and all their accessories and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, whenever they come out, and I'm guessing they'll show mock-ups at Toy Fair. Whenever they do come out, I might have to find a way to. It'll probably be next year sometime. Maybe I can budget and get like Snake Eyes or someone.
Yeah.
Quick kick.
Mm-hmm.
But that's painful because there's so many G.I. Joe characters from that Real American Hero line. So many figures they can do. And then all
print out high quality posters of the entire lineup and put it on your wall.
I could. And then also
And then you don't need a new house to store all these
That is
little
true.
plastic men.
That is true. I'm having to redo my office because I have to start working from home more. So I decided to do retail pegboard up in my office to hang up all my action figures. It's a nightmare. But anyway, so that's my action figure talk.
Nice. I've been, I think I've mentioned to you guys that rather than buying action figures, I've been contemplating buying houses. In a very abstract way. We've been thinking about trying to reduce my commute, trying to improve our life, blah, blah, blah. And so even though I think we're either not going to move or it won't be for a year or two or more, we've started the Zillow and Redfin. Once you start searching, you start getting constant streams of new listings and this. And then when Jen saves a house, I get an email. When I save a house, she gets email. She gets pissed at me when I save things that are, 3 or 4 times our budget. But
those are the fun ones to look at.
Exactly. But what's interesting to me is Jen can't resist. Like she really should get a PI license. If I wasn't worried about it actually ending up endangering her or the family, her interest in just digging and researching things is insane.
That's Heather.
Yeah. Well, so
Heather can tell you the mortgage history on every house she's looked at.
Well, that's when
things blew up with this one.
Jen starts looking at
deep dive. She knows every time somebody went for any kind of legal action around the outcome.
Jen called me this morning on my commute and just had to tell me, hey, this house that I wasn't sure why it had been on the market for so long. I mean, it looks pretty nice and blah, blah, blah.
Ebola?
No, she started digging on it and found a chain of, foreclosures and then actions against the former owners. They were under one name and then, just an entire, clearly slumlords and chains of, just all kinds of interesting stuff. But it has been kind of fun to start to realize what you actually care about, what actually you find attractive, and how
Shakira.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get to that. But Massachusetts sucks. Like, why do we live
There is no
here?
place affordable in Massachusetts anymore. You have to go out well beyond Worcester to find anything remotely affordable.
At which point, why don't you go someplace else?
Like, buying a piece of land here is buying a house somewhere else.
Yeah.
Before you put a stick in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah. So, Shakira, J-Lo, any thoughts on the halftime show?
I love Shakira.
Well,
she played the Zootopia song, which is nice, for about 3 seconds. That's the only song I know is the Zootopia song.
I will say, I enjoyed the musical performances and the choreography and stuff. I'm the furthest thing
from for the political statement.
I wasn't paying deep enough attention to actually see any political statement.
You didn't take any notice of the children singing in cages?
No, I was watching the tongue thing.
I actually didn't. I was only half watching it. But do I really need to be seeing people's crotch flying at my face? I thought it was
as much as you needed to see Adam Levine.
Oh, I wasn't
around half naked last.
I wasn't a big fan of that either. Right?
You weren't cheering for a wardrobe malfunction. You were just
no.
Give it to me.
No, I think it's possible to do amazing
DJ smiling
choreography and musical performance without too much stuff. But it was it didn't bug me.
The
it just
same
seemed
groups
unnecessary.
that were complaining about it online,
were
the same ones that are proud of their president grabbing pussies.
Yeah,
that's really where we're at. It's fine for it's more of a political thing than a shot on the two of them.
Yeah, I didn't find it like it was more of
If you get rid of that, you get rid of cheerleaders, and nobody's bitching about them. Every
when was the
Sunday.
last time we got a good look at cheerleaders? Right? I mean, it's been a long time since you get much.
That's
cheerleader
where you get the
coverage.
interwebs. Well, you get to watch Cowboys games. I mean, people posted dozens upon dozens right after the game ended. Was it a little much? Maybe. Do I honestly believe anyone's 11-year-old was scarred for life by this?
No way.
Oh, that was
I mean,
that's
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry.
Come on, no.
And you can put the disclaimer. I'll apologize for anybody I may offend here, but go get a fucking job. You got to have something better to do than bitch about this and how your kids were affected.
Are you familiar with the internet?
Exactly.
Essentially, the
I can
entire
bitch
fucking
about how
world
my
now.
kids will be affected even without having kids, right? I mean,
If
the
we
internet.
wanted to, we could go through a whole episode of DJ just describing his drama right now.
I think that would be great. No, we will not.
Which is amazing how
Yeah, we're not doing that.
how the wheel turns
Yeah.
because it is exactly where it was
Yeah.
when everything blew up the first time. And that's all
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's been fun.
For the record, I am
The phone battery's been
anti-drama.
Yeah, I'm not a.
It's just time to leave it. Yeah, you can't.
No
It's-
drama. Unless it's on television in a fine format. Or in the movie theater.
In the American legal system, people are represented.
Is there a...
Yeah.
We need an entertainment version of Law and Order. Like... There,
It wasn't entertaining
there's
enough
got
for you?
no. I mean,
You want a song and dance number?
instead of the American legal system or whatever, it's like the American entertainment system.
Like,
Yeah.
It's-
taking people's
it's-
name
yeah,
rights
you-
away
like
and
it's-
stuff like that.
Like it's
You can break that down.
it's producers, it's production and crew and talent.
Now,
Those are the
here-
opposing.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's my statement on the American entertainment system. I'm sitting across two guys whose opinions I actually value and I think are fairly intelligent.
Where?
Most times.
Oh,
That,
he
that
means- he
drops
means-
your
And when-
rating down.
Okay.
Talking about the Jane Silent Bob stuff was on the
Yeah,
show.
okay. there we go.
Well, yes, they're smart enough not to talk back. And yet, when it came to talking about a television show, you both went to the lowest of the lowest common denominator to The Masked Singer. Because that was the first thing that was in your head.
No, only in with respect to things that come on with another season
make
when
you
it
go,
hasn't been a year. No, no.
I walked out the house. My wife was watching The Masked Singer.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was that
We
was the only reason we brought it up.
completely reached lowest common denominator television. Now, even when you have dramas, then just throw fucking Chicago in front of it. What else?
Oh yeah,
Or
Chicago Alert,
911.
Chicago-
or-
exactly.
yeah.
It's just, you don't have to change
Chicago
it much.
Bodega.
I mean,
It's
Dick Wolf and Law and Order SVU, and yeah, I mean,
Dick Wolf, Ron Grander.
or CSI. CSI.
CSI had how many?
And then they had.
Come on, David Caruso had a career again for a little bit.
New York, Miami. Did they do a
New Orleans?
New Orleans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bacula, baby.
Yeah.
There you go.
I never watched.
So
that one.
it's there are no original ideas.
No, everything's been done.
It's here. I spoon feed you pudding. You like?
Dude,
Oh, it
I
tastes
love-
good,
I
don't
like
you?
pudding.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I got no problem with pudding. Yeah, drool.
No,
Exactly.
no.
I did have a
You all turn
very-
into Homer on the couch.
I had a very good flan the other night.
Excellent.
Everybody likes
Big
good
into
flan.
flan.
Not a big
My
flan
wife
guy.
does not like flan. She's
Not- she doesn't like the
anti-custard,
texture, huh?
anti-custard,
It's a texture thing.
anti-pudding. That's anti-humanity.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah, I'm not.
but
a
she
big,
hates everything,
That's true.
probably including everybody at this table. Love you, Jen.
Yeah. I don't know which of us she hates the least. It's probably you,
So
Chris.
getting a text this week. It's only degrees, though.
Now I want dessert.
I mean, am I breathing?
I've been on a wicked dessert kick. I've been eating sugar like crazy.
Hmm.
So the one thing that's been killing me, and it's only been like 2 days, and I think I've already gained about 5 pounds from them, is the brownie battered donuts are back at Dunkin's.
Oh yeah, I've had those.
Buy
Yeah.
donuts. Those are
Yeah.
horrible for you.
Oh, but donuts are so good though.
You'll have to save up less for retirement because you're not going to last as long.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess there's a
I
It's not just
fortunately-
any
Push and
donut.
pull there.
They're stuffed with brownie batter, Christopher.
I'm fat enough as
I
I
have so many objections to raise.
Oh, by the way, also there's brownie batter M&Ms are coming out, so get ready for
It
those.
doesn't sound
Yeah, I'm not
good
a big.
at all.
See, I might be the one person that wasn't happy with all the extra M&Ms. Fuck you.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I was fine after peanut butter.
I like
It's peanut.
no, peanut And
peanut
plain.
butter.
Yeah.
I don't need mint. I don't need peanut butter. I don't need no Crispies.
You know, like the Nutella
Pretzels.
ones.
No.
Nutella ones actually aren't bad.
The pretzel ones.
Pretzel ones are pretty good.
no.
People
they-
that like those are the same people that needed flavored vodkas. Okay.
Oh,
hey, now
okay.
hold on.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
well,
whoa,
okay. I like
whoa, whoa,
flavored
whoa.
rums, not flavored
Yeah.
vodkas.
You don't like a chocolate covered pretzel?
No, if it was a chocolate
Yeah, but
colored
they've had
pretzel,
chocolate
maybe.
pretzels
But,
forever.
but
I
I've
don't
never
need
had
an
one.
M&M with pretzel in it.
I've never had one where I didn't think the label should be stale pretzel M&Ms. They have the texture.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they
don't
do.
come
No,
across
it's
as
not
a
right.
crisp.
Yeah.
They're definitely
Yeah.
not as good as like a flip. Flips are the shit. I
Flip
love flips.
or,
I can eat
Kill
a
those
bag.
by the
the-
bag. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they just relabel? What is it? The Take 5 is now the Reese's Take 5?
Nope. So the original Take 5 didn't have the peanut butter in it.
Okay.
Now they have the Reese's Take 5, which is my number one favorite candy bar on the market right now.
Snacks has not tried one yet.
Ooh, Snacks is missing
How
out.
did that happen?
Snacks.
Those
is-
things are
You haven't had a
dangerous.
road trip in a while? Oh, you did, but the
I
wife
stopped
was
at
with
a
you.
convenience store on the way here, Chris.
Dude, Halloween, I was putting back bags of Take 5 Reese's. Oh, they were so good.
Putting back bags. Oh, not on the shelf, but in your face.
Nom,
Yeah, no,
nom,
stuffing them in my,
nom,
yeah, like
nom,
a squirrel
nom.
getting ready for winter. I was just stuffing my cheeks full of Take 5 bars.
Scroll getting what?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Oh, squirrel.
You have to
I
translate.
talk fashion.
I'm sorry. When you slur, what's more
Well, you know
likely
what?
that you said scroll
Hello, in
or
theory.
squirrel?
That's exactly where my
In
head
fairness to me, it could have been a scroll. You never know. You just never know.
It's a lot of work sometimes.
That's- yeah. Speaking of scrolls, did you see the Marvel trailer for the upcoming shows?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised they had that much footage. I was kind of excited about that.
I loved the. Now I know nothing about
love the
the WandaVision.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you see the Brady Bunch house and like all
Like
those
Donna
different?
Reed. And,
It comes from the recent run.
But I haven't read those.
It's
yeah. With the,
I mean, I have
amazing.
that run, which is for sale if anybody's looking for that run. Oh wait, that's not the recent one, but that was
not the recent run.
That
yeah.
was the Vision, like 12 issue.
They kind of played into
Yeah.
that whole,
Yeah, some of those are worth something. If you're looking for them, hit me up.
and you even get a shot of the classic costume.
you get all the costumes.
Yeah,
It was nice.
I-
Yeah, the black and white,
what
you
was
get the whole thing.
we saw a little bit of Hawkeye or not Hawkeye,
Falcon?
Falcon throwing the
Yep.
Learning how to throw a shield.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to see that. And so seeing it look, oh, this looks good.
Yeah.
When are those coming out?
They haven't said
Next
yet.
year?
Yeah,
I think
next
it's
year.
21.
They haven't really said when though.
Get a
I mean,
quick little hint of Loki.
yep. That was a super quick one.
Owen Wilson's going to be part of that show.
Yeah.
What's his phrase that he always
Wow. Wow.
wow.
Wow.
Wow.
You know they replaced
just
all the lightsaber hums with Owen Wilson saying "Wow."
I haven't
That's
seen it.
Fucking great.
You just talked about how you respected our opinions.
Yeah, no,
The
it's all over.
look on your face as we were wowing was not
Oh,
You know
one.
that
was
sports
gone.
show I wanted
Yeah.
to do? You both fucking fired.
It's going to be the Mark and Chris show.
I need somebody to work the board. I can't work all the blinky lights. That's a lot of shit. I
It's
just
your
own
board.
it. I know. I just own it. It's-
No, but the shows look good. I mean, obviously the movie quality, just like the Mandalorian was movie quality. So, I wanted like I've seen the still, but I want to see. I'm a big fan of the Baron Zemo mask, like the whole get up for Baron Zemo. I'm a big fan of that look. I'm very excited to see that in live action, like moving. I don't know why. I just always like that mask.
Yep.
So,
I'm sure we'll get it. They're going to give you everything.
oh yeah, all the
You're getting all the Marvel
all the
shows.
stuff. So,
And then they'll do time travel and start over. Fuckers.
ooh, there we go. That's an idea. I'm looking forward to the originality of the time travel to do everything over.
I need you guys to actually watch Crisis.
Oh, yeah, it's going to take a while.
No, because you can see how you actually knit it together and tie it to a fucking story that happened.
So I will one thing
Lazy
in
fucks.
in spoilers because I mean I assume people who care are past the crisis by now. I did owe it to myself to
I
go
care.
back.
I'm not past the
I know.
crisis.
So
You can't touch 'em.
I won't say exactly, but I went back and saw the last shot of Crisis.
And that was only the tip of the iceberg. They tied it all together. We're talking DC Universe, the TV, the cinematic.
Yep.
It's all
Spoilers.
together. Not really. It ended like a month and a half ago, dude.
It's spoilers
No.
to me. If you know I have not seen it yet, then it's spoilers.
No, the moratorium's over. So
Nope.
Yeah.
No moratorium.
I will find a way to get caught up. Obviously, I love all my DC stuff, so bring on HBO Max. Give me that stuff too. Like, keep it coming. So keep it coming.
Can we finally get the Supermax movie?
Oh my God, I want that so bad. Did you ever read?
Then did you bring Stephen Amell back just for that?
So yeah,
one-off?
I mean, he has to be. He's my Green Arrow now. I mean, he is.
Can we?
They've given you hints during the series.
Can't we bring him back
gotten-
and do Kevin Smith's Quiver as a little?
Sure, and do
Because
one-offs.
doesn't that start with? Arrow
Once he's
coming
done with
back
his
from death?
wrestling show, you know,
Yeah.
come do that.
There we go. But as which character?
As Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't Quiver start with Oliver Queen coming back from?
Well, I'm saying because like
Death?
in Crisis, he's kind of like they kind of have Spectre and
Yeah, but
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
yeah, you're doing Elseworlds type shit now.
yeah,
anyways, so-
no, do everything one off. So
Yeah, you can do it as a one-off.
yeah. Speaking of Elseworlds, I think is it out? Maybe it comes out Tuesday. Red Sun Superman's coming out on Blu-ray, the animated.
No,
Oh, excellent.
Love that story. It's a great story. Do you ever read that one, the Red Sun Superman?
I don't think I read it, though I'm familiar with it. I haven't watched that animated.
Red Sun Superman is Mark,
But I
Mark-
did enjoy the
or Miller, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
I did enjoy the Supergirl take on it the past season.
Oh, they did that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did
they
that.
did.
And they did it pretty
They
well.
played- yeah.
Tied it in. Is Lex Luthor involved in Red Sun Superman the way Lex Luthor was involved in Supergirl's take on it? Because I liked that.
No, I'm
John-
going back.
John
It's been a while
Stalin.
since I read
It's
it.
Stalin
Yeah, no.
in-
Oh,
the
no.
books.
So John Cryer
I
as
mean,
Lex was
yeah.
awesome.
He's the statue.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not going to watch it till after I'm done with Crisis. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's like a little anime movie. It's like a hour 20 or whatever. So
That's 3 Berlantiverse movies, shows.
well, that's true. That's true. I don't look out like that. So
So, since you've been bringing up recent news, I noticed you've been avoiding the good news that kind of goes against your neg. That Birds of Prey was outpacing Wonder Woman and
Oh,
yeah, I
what
saw
was it,
that.
pre-sales.
I didn't
that.
see that.
Yeah.
They're talking 110 to 125 global opening,
And that's
which
just
would be big for that.
and that's the power of that character.
Yeah,
Yep. They said it's essentially ripped from the Palmiotti Amanda Connor
which is
pages.
certainly,
Which is awesome because that's basically what the cartoon is. They basically just like
They
the
took-
cartoon is Jimmy and the Man Without a Filter.
Yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
watched the cartoon
Oh, the cartoon
yet,
is
but
fucking
And when
amazing.
you
that's
look
one
at-
that's one of the runs that I've actually read and kind of remember
amazing.
and
It was
love.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
great.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, the Harley cartoon might be the best DC thing since like Justice League.
Yeah, the kids
Unlimited.
can't see it.
Yeah, no kids.
The kids
can't see it.
it.
But they have like it's not just your Batman characters.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is in it.
Episode 2, you hit the Legion of Doom.
Yeah,
It's
Dr. Psycho
you
and
get all everybody.
I gotta
did you
watch it.
You get Kite
are
Man.
you ever gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
did you
it's-
did you
it's-
catch the little Easter
Retirement's
egg?
coming close.
Did you catch the little Easter egg of who's in the Legion of Doom? That's not a DC character.
Trying to walk around the table
No,
from that episode, or
the second to last one? No, three
okay,
ago.
I haven't hit that
They-
one.
oh.
No, I'm thinking the original.
Oh no, they
Legion.
they mentioned someone from the Legion of Doom.
Falcon and Winter Soldier in August, Mandalorian in October, WandaVision in December.
Is that confirmed?
I
it
just had an update. Come
It just
across
hit
my
now.
phone and I
Yeah.
didn't look.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
It just hit now. That's from Film Clickbait.
There you go.
Do we have a breaking news sound effect? No,
Yeah.
we don't break shit. It took me 3 days to edit it.
Yeah, it's not going to be breaking news by the time this goes out.
No.
No, but when we recorded it, this is top of the line shit, people. Sean, one more time, could you break that down, please?
Yeah. So what I'm seeing, courtesy of Dark Nate Returns, Nate Gonzalez, our buddy out on the West Coast, he is retweeting at Film Clickbait that Falcon and Winter Soldier are due in August, Mandalorian is in October, and WandaVision in December. So that's presumably this year. So that's actually even more exciting.
Okay, yeah. There's nothing official from Disney Plus, but that sounds like it would actually work out. So,
Yeah.
which one are you guys most excited for out of that run?
Mandalorian, probably.
I'm sorry, without Mandalorian, just the 3 Marvel shows.
So probably WandaVision.
WandaVision.
See, I'm
Because
most-
it's the one I have least idea of what to expect, even though, yeah, I know the comic stuff, but
I like
in
the
terms
two
of
actors
tone,
better, too.
Yeah.
right. But I love reference and period and, and just the little snippets that I got there tied me in because the different production designs and it just grabbed me.
See, I was most excited for the Loki show,
Mm-hmm.
but after watching just even that little teaser, I'm fully ready to just given that WandaVision will probably be the best of the 3 shows.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll wait and see. I hope that they're completely different in tone.
That's what it seems like. It seems like they're going to be very, very different. So, I mean, Falcon looks very kind of like the Winter Soldier movie.
Right.
WandaVision's going to be kind of like funnier.
Loki could be sharp as shit, right? I mean, just really...
It could be.
It's really dark comic and
it could be a Black Panther.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you could have a lot of fun with that.
I wonder if you're actually going to get Thor in that show at some point in time. You almost
Why
kinda,
not?
That'd be awesome.
I mean, Hemsworth.
I mean, they're spending the money, so.
I'm sure he's still under contract. I think Downey Jr. was the only one that isn't.
Oh yeah, no, actually, Helmsworth actually re-upped for a bunch of stuff because
so
Guardians
you could easily.
Guardians
He's doing the voice
3
in the What If cartoon.
Yeah, I think Downey's come back for that too. He's voicing his cartoon. So we're getting that soon too.
And they can use him in movies that he doesn't even agree to.
Exactly. we're gonna get the first What If cartoon soon too with what if Peggy Carter became Captain the Super Soldier.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That looks pretty good. So
are they going to voice it with what's her name?
Yeah, Haley Atwell will be voicing it.
Yeah, all the original actors are back for the voice.
I loved Agent Carter. I thought that was a great show.
It was a great little show. Was it like 5 or 6 episodes?
No,
ran longer than that.
No, it was either 2 or 3 seasons. It was pretty solid.
But per season, it was like
that was on ABC.
No, it was
that
pretty
was
solid.
Paired up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Yeah, it was. I'll pull it up.
Were they shorter? Maybe it's like.
I don't think so. I think you're just crack smoking.
Probably it's been a while.
Yeah,
I throw you guys these verbal.
It ran from January 2015 to March 2016.
All right, so 2 seasons.
Oh, and they're on Disney Plus. Because now I'm curious.
Because
they're on Disney Plus, I'll probably go back and watch them.
Yeah,
those are really good shows.
No, I can't. I don't have it where I thought I had it. So, but
ended up being 18 episodes total.
Okay.
Okay, so you weren't completely wrong.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So 18 seasons, 18 episodes, 2 seasons, so like 9 apiece.
Yeah. Good math. Good math, DJ. I'm impressed. That was pretty fast.
Thank you. I use flashcards.
So. So let's talk top 3. He's
clearly had enough of us this week.
Well, no, I'm just I lost you guys down the Agent Carter research hole.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind.
Not doing it.
It tried to catch you.
Not doing it.
So what are we doing for top 3 today, DJ?
I figure we just go
top 3 DJ Jinxes.
I've only done it once.
Events that he was fucked up in.
I've only done it once.
I believe there's rumors of him saying that Brady was going to throw 60 touchdown passes in 2008.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
First thing I said to my father, I'm like, he predicts Brady's coming back. I'm going to his house and taking him out.
No, you're thinking of my friggin' wife.
It's April's going to find him.
Jinx.
April's going to find him floating in the pond the next morning.
I haven't had the experience of your wife actively jinxing something that I was, paying attention to. Whereas,
but now
recency,
I know never to watch a game with her.
Yeah. Recency bias tells me that you are absolutely a jinx master.
Here's how deep my aversion to the jinx goes. I have not watched a Patriots game in the presence of my mother-in-law since 2006.
Thank you.
2006. She made a comment at halftime of that Colts AFC Championship game when they were up 18. Oh, let's just get on the road early. The game's over.
Oh.
So my father-in-law didn't want to leave. They leave, and then we know what happened. She's not allowed back, ever.
It's a
if I care
rule.
about anything, which is pretty much everything, she's just not allowed there.
All right,
so top 3 Super Bowl commercials.
Top 3 from this year,
from this last Super Bowl.
No, all time. I'm going with 1984.
Hey, that's a good choice. He doesn't mean the year 1984.
Okay.
You're talking Orwell. It's forget it.
Yeah,
no, we're not going there.
Yeah. So I was thinking we should skip honorable mentions.
Yeah.
And if we miss any in our top 3, we can hit up on them at the end, maybe. So my number 3 was actually the Ellen and Portia Amazon Alexa commercial.
Okay.
Where they're leaving the house and they're asking Alexa to do stuff, and then Ellen wonders, I wonder what people did before Alexa, and then it goes through a series of historic reproductions of people basically having servants or attendants or jesters named variations on Alex, Alexis, Alexa, basically be slaves. And I liked that. I thought it was a clever play on, people suck and have always sucked. Our servitude of machines is just a new form of sucking.
Before you killed off the honorable mentions, I had that as one of mine. Yeah. Specifically for the Nixon cameo at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was worth it to go to the Oval Office.
Delete the... I'm not deleting shit. Yeah. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That was my number 3.
Excellent. I'm cheating. But it is all in the realm of snacks. So
okay.
I figured you'd allow it.
Yes.
So my number 3 is a tie between the MC Hammer Cheetos commercial.
Yeah.
Which, just for the sheer fact that it made me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
For the audacity and stupidity of
I love
little MC Hammerhead.
That was in my honorable mentions.
DJ is going to hate this one, but it's the Doritos commercial. Lil Nas X and Sam Elliott.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more for the Roadhouse tie-in and the fact that they dug Sam Elliott out of whatever hole he was in and gave me one last shot of him in the cowboy outfit.
But animating his mustache was awesome.
And come on, you got Billy Ray Cyrus at the end of it.
That was Billy Ray.
You get the little shot of him.
Yeah. My father-in-law is, who's that? I'm like, I think it was Billy Ray Cyrus saying,
Billy
I'm
Ray.
not dancing. I love that.
Exactly. Yeah. And let's not lie. Lil Nas X kind of looked like Bill Murray and Kingpin. You had a little of the black with the glittering.
I can see that.
Stuff.
I can see that.
Shot there. So
I will say, Sam Elliott's voice is one of the great voices. There are
It
some
is,
people
definitely.
that I would listen to, say
Slow
anything.
draw.
Yeah, he's up there. My number 3 is also the Cheetos popcorn commercial. I couldn't tell if it was really funny, if I was just half in the bag by the time it came on
No,
TV.
it was
pretty funny. I went back and watched it again. It was really funny.
Still hungover from the wedding, so I wasn't.
I love.
I was.
I love the mix of. Can't touch this is the right kind of cheese. Can't touch this with MC Hammer is the right kind of cheese to pull in to catch me in a commercial. Yeah. But then to have it related to Cheeto fingers,
which is you can't touch a goddamn thing with those.
Yeah. So I thought it was. I thought it was great.
And the whole thing with the picnic, when he comes out of the picnic basket and the blanket becomes his pants,
I fucking lost it. Awesome. Yep.
Right?
Yep, I lost it. So so Cheetos popcorn.
Nice. My number 2, Pringles commercial with Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. I love Rick and Morty, so I love that commercial. But I also,
Go ahead.
But I found it remarkable that, sitting next to a good example of everyman, my father-in-law, he has no idea who Rick and Morty is, which means that commercial was completely wasted on him because enjoying and appreciating that commercial really relies upon you having a clue about Rick and Morty, I think.
Not really. I will give you an example on the other side of it. My father has no idea who the hell Rick and Morty is, but he actually made a comparison that actually was spot on. When you looked at when the faces came off and you have all the little robots, it's like, oh, it looks like They Live.
Yes.
The little bug eyes. I'm like,
okay, there you go.
Okay, so he's tying it back to Carpenter and
that's true. I guess the shape of it's still pretty clear.
Yeah.
The fact that the
little They Live faces.
Yeah, and Rick's recognition that he was in a simulation or whatever, or that's pretty Ricky. But yeah, you're right. But I love that commercial.
The rest of it, nothing.
Yeah.
He just liked the way those characters looked as they were going through.
All right.
My number 2 is completely a homer play. The Hyundai Sonata commercial.
Yeah.
It's
Smart Pack.
It's getting that group of Boston celebrities together to riff on the Boston accent.
Yeah.
Which you really couldn't have pulled it off unless they were all from here.
Yeah. Yeah. That was definitely an honorable mention for me. I mean, every time I see it, it makes me happy. Though I can't be alone in thinking that, great, you can park the car without being in it, but what did you do to the guys on either side of you? Your car is going to get all dinged up because you parked it in such a tight spot that, hey, man.
See, I like the language better, like the way they were talking. Kid, guy. It sounded like people that you grew up with. Exactly.
Yeah. Of course, now, not only is it a good ad, but anybody, anytime using that sort of thing is probably now going to be referencing that commercial for decades, right?
Sorry, a bigness.
Smart Pack.
Smart Pack.
Smart Pack.
Excellent. My number 2 was the Rocket Mortgage Jason Momoa commercial.
That was an honorable mention.
That was a little
for me.
freaky.
It was freaky. It was hilarious. I think I sent you guys someone photoshopped the head
ball,
under the Aquaman thing with the skinny arms.
The Lisa Bonet cameo at the end,
With him trying to lift the bar.
picking it up and dropping it.
It was just so funny. I don't
It
know
was
why.
so disturbing.
It was disturbing, but in that
like it was
funny ass kind of way.
unabashedly like, yeah, here you go.
The hair, the
hair. The hairline was
lifting up the shirt to take
so
out the abs.
plausible. Like that, he looked like so many scraggly assed hair, balding dudes, and then pulling out the steel guitar or whatever. That was great. So my number 1, the Mountain Dew commercial, Shining, with Bryan Cranston. I loved seeing somebody of his caliber as an actor doing Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was so well done.
The Stephen King
so
tie-in.
committed to it. Yeah. And I just loved it.
Excellent. My number 1 tied 2 of my favorite things in this world: Bill Murray and Jeeps.
Yeah.
The Groundhog Day commercial
I didn't pick it because I knew
was. Oh yeah, it was a layup.
That was my
so
honorable
good.
squad.
It was so good. Bring back the original actor for him to see.
Oh yeah, Chris Tobolowsky or
Something like that.
I don't think it's- yeah.
Bringing back.
Bringing the groundhog to play whack-a-mole and
oh yeah,
just reliving all the risky behavior.
oh yeah.
He had the puppy harness on it.
Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
I was following you while the thing's in a harness, right? Yeah.
I love the shot of Murray just driving the thing with no doors, no roof in the middle of winter.
You're gonna freeze. You're gonna freeze to death. So
Yeah,
what?
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were so many good things there, right? Everybody loves a proper in-time reboot or revisit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same characters, older. Yes, his brother being the mayor again. and
You're
everything.
tying it into Groundhog Day weekend and the whole thing.
But then you
It's-
also are gaining the way he sprung
Actually, was
out
that
of bed.
Groundhog Day Sunday?
It was.
Yeah, it
Super Bowl
was
was
great.
great.
That was
Yeah.
the whole point. Yeah, but so seeing him spring out of the same bed, the same
alarm clock. the whole,
seeing how this one element changes his experience of the entire thing,
not again.
it was awesome.
Yeah,
It really, that was fantastic.
that was one of my favorite roles of his. So to
Yeah.
tie it all together.
Yeah, I need to
And
show
they
my
made the damn
kids
Jeep
that
orange,
movie.
which was perfect.
Oh,
That truck is balling.
I love an orange Jeep.
It's
Yep. I love an orange anything,
yeah. They need to do better on the color orange, but
except you gotta be careful when you have Cheeto fingers. Just saying.
can't touch it.
So before my number 1, I actually have a dishonorable mention.
Oh,
And I know if we're gonna do them or not. So for me, dishonorable mention is all the movie trailers. So you had Mulan, Black Widow. We even put Wonder Woman in there. All had great first and second trailers.
Mhm.
The Mulan trailer, the second one was a gorgeous trailer. Wonder Woman had an awesome trailer. The Super Bowl spots did nothing for me to make me want to see the movie more. Like they
Yeah.
were short, and there was no debuts. I thought we were maybe going to get the Eternals trailer or something like that. There was nothing grabbing. Usually, you
I
get
think they were figuring broader exposure, not the people who've already seen
Yeah.
those trailers
Are
were
going to the
not
movies. You already
audience
have
for
that in
those
the
trailers.
trailers. You're not trying to sell Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
But usually the Super Bowl is like trailer drop night. I mean, like remember we got this? Do you remember when we got this? No one knew we were getting the Solo trailer until that year.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. We didn't get anything like that this year, so I was kind of very
And the
disappointed.
Wonder
with
Woman was an extension of the Tide.
that. No, I'm saying
Yeah.
like we got that instead of an actual Wonder Woman trailer. I wanted to see
Yeah.
like a trailer with Cheetah or something in it. You know. Anyway,
They should
Yeah,
have done a
but-
cheetah
Yeah.
with Cheetos. That's
Kristen Wiig in a Cheetahs commercial. Give me that.
It's tough. The fans demand the trailers so early now.
Yeah.
You're a year and a half out.
I think the
with teasers.
trailer role has changed in that
look at-
year.
Yeah, it's about,
In previous Super Bowls, that Mulan trailer, that would have been mid-game.
Yeah.
You got that, during pregame or
Yeah, it was
right
it was
before?
early.
Right
it was
after
one of the
kickoff.
first things
Yeah,
you
it
saw.
was.
Yeah.
it was.
It was early.
Movie still looks awesome, but
I need to watch the original.
yeah, you do. You do.
No,
So,
somewhere on
What's
the
your
list.
actual
My
number one?
my number 1 was Smart Pack. I
Can't
I was-
fault that.
No, I got a hold of it before the Super Bowl. Every
Yeah,
time I
I
see it,
kinda
I
leaked
laugh,
around.
I laugh my ass off. I don't think anyone on the planet should say the word harbor besides Rachel Drouch now. It's the way she says it better than anyone else, and like she has like that grin on her face, like the harbor. I'm in stitches every time. Also, and it's got Captain America and Big Papi and all that stuff in it. So
And shout outs to Revere and Saugus and
yeah,
So
Squamscott.
Squamscott.
Swamsket. Before we count through them, what are the ones that we didn't bring up? I kind of noted the Google and the Facebook ones in different
The
ways.
Google one I didn't like.
The Google one
It was kind of a downer.
old
Yeah,
guy,
way
remember?
too much
so
of a downer.
it was a downer. It was meant to be kind of a tearjerker, meant to, but I also found it creepy because it underscored how much of our lives we're giving over to
Your
commercial
entire
companies.
existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean those things aren't convenient or helpful, but the fact that we're getting them for free is actually a bad thing, right? So that and
Kind of
Facebook
highlighted that big brother aspect.
yeah.
Of the whole,
And then the
which is-
Facebook one with all the different rock related Facebook groups, Rocky and Chris Rock and rock climbing.
That actually
yeah.
wasn't bad.
I did like the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Chris
good.
Rock revealed to have
Yeah.
Stallone walk out in the outfit.
Yeah.
And I love the underscoring of how the internet itself has enabled all kinds of different groups to congeal around common interests, but Facebook providing that, by undercutting the privacy and freedom
Yeah.
of all those people
The-
bothers me. So
There were a couple that bugged me. One, fuck Mr. Peanut. I don't care that
yeah.
he died or
I-
came back. I mean, the
Yeah.
whole thing was just kind of
Like,
stupid.
what was with the dolphin noises? Like, what
yeah,
the fuck
that
was
was
that?
that was
And-
dumb.
The Jimmy Fallon, John Cena.
Yeah.
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 It looked like something that was targeted to your parents 15, 20 years ago. It just seemed dated
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's not,
cheesy. And
it was not a good ad.
I don't remember the details of it, but there was something about giving the Earth a Snickers. I actually like that, where like implying the world's going to shit and it needed a Snickers, like the other Snickers commercials.
we couldn't get Greta to hand the world the Snickers.
And
Though. That would have
so
been.
they opened up the pit and they dump a giant Snickers in. I don't remember the rest of the
Snickers-
commercial, but I like the idea of it.
Who was the actor? God, now I can't remember his name. After they sucked in the Instagram peeps trying to take the selfie
Oh yeah,
by the hole,
yeah. It was
saying the Snickers hole's working already.
Yeah, that
the hell was
I
that?
love that.
Yeah.
I can see his
you know who
face.
he is.
Yeah.
You can see him.
Yeah.
And just out of curiosity, one, why do you need an avocado commercial during the Super Bowl? It seems like
Yeah.
why spend $5.5, $6 million?
Yeah.
And two, Molly Ringwald, like that's fine for our generation.
Yeah.
There's the other 45 million people that like, who's the old redheaded woman?
It just
I think she
didn't-
plays a mom on some Netflix show or something like
She
that.
was on she's on Riverdale.
Oh, Riverdale.
Yeah, but
yeah, that seemed right. It had things that I like I like kitschy product design and or rather, art design. But yeah, avocados.
Yeah.
like it took me a second, like is that Molly Ringwald?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't, it kind of
I thought
like
it
her.
was, but I wasn't sure until they literally said her name at the end. But again, so what? Why? Yeah, so I'm sure there were others, but overall, some good ones. But Smart Pock and Groundhog Day, that's enough to make it a worthwhile Super Bowl commercial year.
Yeah. This was the best year in a
Those are
long time.
exciting.
Yeah.
The last couple years have sucked. So,
Well, I can't remember any of them because I was usually too drunk because the Patriots are playing.
yeah.
Just
yeah.
trying to survive through 4 quarters.
Or you're at the game, you don't see
Overtime.
the commercials.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, somebody's got to take the bullet.
that's true. Okay. So, Sean had Amazon Alexa, the Pringles Rick and Morty commercial, and the Shining Mountain Dew commercial, which was a good one.
Yeah.
Chris had the Cheetos and / the Cool Ranch Doritos commercial with Sam Elliott, Smart Pock, and the Groundhog Day Jeep commercial. And I had Cheetos popcorn, the Jason Momoa Rocket Mortgage Skinny Arm commercial, and Smart Pock.
That was good.
Okay, so just a little housekeeping. So if for some reason you're at work and you can't get it streaming websites because your company blocks it, most of the episodes are up on YouTube now. I'm working on converting them all over. It's just a process, so I'm getting there. Also, the new episodes will be going up on YouTube shortly after they go up on the audio services. We're going to do the AMA episode soon. Could still probably squeeze in 1 or 2 more questions. If you want, send them over to us at FMen37 on Twitter.
The more personal for Sean, the better.
Yeah, no, and feel free to go nuts. So,
I hate people.
and then what else was I going to say? Shit.
It's like a kid with a toy.
So we're going to be doing coverage from PAX East. So if you're into games, I'll try to have as much information up on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter. I'll be doing videos of demos and as many pictures as I can grab.
I want a
Anything
live
like that.
interview with Austin Creed.
I've tried. Trust me, I hit him up. So don't really get it, but I tried. So I think that's all of it.
Yeah.
And then like I said, we're going to try to We should work on that comic store owner show. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah, we got to get back on that.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Well, you said you hopefully this spring your travel schedule lightens up a little bit. You said
The
maybe.
next few weeks are a little crazy, but
Yeah.
after that, it's pretty wide open.
Well, once the reboot roadshow winds down.
Once I'm off the road.
Yeah.
Do you think we can do a dial-in DJ for an Aruba cast?
Sure.
Could do that.
Might have to try that.
It would just be me going, "Fuck you! It's cold up here."
I think that'd
Oh,
be.
it's April. It'll
Yeah.
be nice by then.
It'll probably be it always snows
Yeah.
my birthday, so it'll probably
Yeah.
snow.
I think that might be a. I'd love to have you actually grousing at us from.
That's cool. I lived on an island for 5 years. I have no desire to go to an island. Like,
Yeah.
I want to
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Mm,
Been there,
Yeah.
done that. Like you said, like we go to Antigua next year.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to stay for the whole 7 days? Man, it's like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, let's leave after 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's nice to visit, not to live. in.
exactly.
yeah, I don't know.
So, okay. So everyone, thanks for listening, and see you next week.
Adios.
Later, kids.